In a small village, nestled among mountains cloaked in mist, lived a woman named Ilara. Her kindness was a gentle light, touching everyone she met, yet a quiet emptiness lingered within her heart, a feeling she couldn't quite name. One day, the sky turned a furious gray, and a fierce storm descended upon the village. A bolt of lightning, jagged and bright, struck a towering ancient tree. With a deafening crack, the tree fell, crashing directly into Ilara's home, obliterating everything she owned in an instant. Standing amidst the splintered wood and scattered remains of her life, with no roof over her head and no clear path forward, Ilara felt a profound sense of being lost. The world seemed to have shrunk to this one devastating moment. Overwhelmed by confusion and sorrow, she wandered away from the ruins and into the surrounding woods, tears blurring the path before her. It was there, in her deepest despair, that a soft, ethereal glow caught her eye. A small creature, no bigger than her hand, hovered in the air. It had delicate, sparkling wings that shimmered with every color of the rainbow and a voice as soft and comforting as a gentle breeze. It was a fairy named Ilara. "Ilara, I see your pain," the fairy said, her voice filled with an ancient wisdom. "But sometimes, losing everything is the only way to find what we truly need." The fairy's words, though strange, held a sliver of hope. Intrigued, Ilara found herself following Ilara deeper into the forest. The farther they went, the taller and more majestic the trees became, their branches weaving a canopy that filtered the sunlight into dancing patterns on the forest floor. The air grew thick with the sweet, intoxicating scent of unfamiliar flowers, a perfume that seemed to calm her troubled spirit. They soon arrived at a hidden glen, a place untouched by time and sorrow. Here, magical creatures of all shapes and sizes danced and played with joyous abandon. There were sprites weaving garlands of moonbeams, gnomes polishing river stones until they shone like jewels, and other beings Ilara had only read about in stories. She watched them, captivated by their carefree laughter and the genuine affection they showed one another. For the first time since the storm, a warmth spread through her chest, a feeling that had been absent for so long. Ilara turned to her, her eyes twinkling. "You have lost your home, Ilara, but this land holds a different kind of magic. It's a magic that can help you rediscover the person you were always meant to be." Hesitantly at first, Ilara joined the magical creatures. They welcomed her without question, their acceptance a balm to her wounded soul. With them, she explored every corner of the enchanted forest. She learned to dance with the fairies, her movements becoming light and graceful. She learned to sing with the singing stones, their deep, resonant hums teaching her to find her own voice. She even learned to speak with the wise old trees, their silent strength imparting lessons of resilience and patience. Days melted into weeks. Ilara's laughter, once a distant memory, now echoed through the glen. With each passing day, she grew stronger, not just in body, but in spirit. The heavy cloak of sadness began to lift, replaced by a glimmer of hope that grew brighter with every sunrise. The forest, with its endless wonders and steadfast friendships, was teaching her something profound. It taught her the incredible beauty of connection and the untapped strength that resided within her own spirit. She came to a powerful realization: losing her material home had, in a strange way, freed her. It had stripped away the superficial layers of her life, forcing her to confront the fears and doubts that had held her captive for so long. One sun-drenched morning, Ilara led Ilara to a hilltop that offered a panoramic view of the village below. From this vantage point, she could see the slow, steady process of rebuilding beginning to take shape. "You have found yourself, Ilara," Ilara said, a proud smile on her face. "The journey inward is complete. Now you have the power to decide what comes next." Ilara stood on that hilltop, taking a deep, cleansing breath. The warm sun on her face felt like a promise. A new clarity settled over her. She knew, with a certainty that resonated in her very bones, what she had to do. She wanted to return to her village, not as the lost and broken woman who had fled, but as someone who could help them rebuild. With this newfound courage burning inside her, Ilara made her way back home. She returned not with bitterness for what she had lost, but with a heart full of hope and a vision for the future. She rallied the villagers, her energy and optimism infectious. She shared the lessons she had learned in the forest, lessons of community, resilience, and mutual support. Together, they didn't just rebuild houses of wood and stone. They rebuilt their sense of community, weaving stronger bonds of friendship and care than had ever existed before. Although she had lost everything she once thought was important, Ilara had gained something infinitely more precious. She had discovered the unshakable strength of her own spirit and the transformative power of hope. And in that inner strength, she found a treasure greater than any material possession she could have ever owned. It was a wealth of spirit, a richness of purpose that would illuminate her path for all the days to come. Thank you so much for listening to this story. If it resonated with you, please consider liking the video and subscribing to our channel for more tales of magic and self-discovery. We'd love to have you as part of our community.